Hey, what's up, everyone? It's your boy Magic 8 Ball. Oh my god, cringe. Anyways, I've been pretty bored since college started, so I've been trying to figure out a way to build something cool in Minecraft, and I think I finally found it. So after looking around at some YouTube videos of people trying to shoot arrows with TNT, they were all pretty lame. I'm not gonna lie. Like none of them, maybe like one or two caught my interest, but none of them was good enough that I would consider to be like groundbreaking or anything. So I decided to look into it, and yeah. So this is me showcasing my discovery process and how I made 4 arrow cannons that I think are pretty cool actually. So let's boot up this testing world over here that I just created. So the basis of the arrow cannon, which I will showcase all the way at the end over there, is that TNT will I guess make arrows fly further, and it will like just boost arrows by like a ridiculous amount of blocks if you stack TNT. So this is just a very basic showcase of what TNT does. So if I light this up, so you can see it makes arrows spread around, and it I guess it makes it a projectile. I don't know how to say this any way better, but just bear with me here. I'm not very good at talking. So, as you probably know, arrows fired from a dispenser go in the straight line. I guess a straightish line where they will be brought down by gravity. So you see, if I don't have anything in here, they will just shoot to the blue wall over there, no matter how many times I fire it. But that is not the case if you fill it with water. We just killed these real quick. So if you fill it with water, the arrows will behave in a very specific way. It will always land in between these 2 blocks over here, like this. So I found that to be pretty interesting because you think that it would be more random, but no, they just land right over here with like a little bit of spread. Yeah. And what I also found interesting is that Soul Sand, the mechanic with water, also works with arrows. So now instead of making it land in the middle over here, you can make it land further, like this. So yeah, now it's doesn't land in the middle anymore. It's like extended by a little bit. And if you combine these 2 ideas, you can actually get arrows to float in between these 2 blocks in the water, like this. And they will just bob up like this. And I thought, hey, that's pretty cool. But is there any way we can utilize this to make it a little more streamlined? And it turns out we can. All you have to do is get some water real quick. Build something like this and create a water channel. Yeah, and then fill these blocks with water. Oh shoot, that was a mistake. Bear with me here. This is the best way to do it. Yeah, so now all of these, this works, right? Yeah, it does. So now you have the water on the top. So the arrows will fly up here, and the water will actually carry the arrows down right over here to this specific point, which I thought was absolutely fascinating because I've never tried this before. And yeah, also you can double up like this. So double the firepower. And they will just all land right over here. And let me turn off the boxes. And this will lag your game if your computer sucks. So yeah, that's how you stack a lot of arrows just a little bit of blocks, I guess. I don't need these. Anyways, another mechanic is that arrows, as when launched by slime blocks, which I demonstrated over there, they will go exactly, if you count here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and a half blocks. And they will not actually attach to these slabs, if I just show you. Right, they would just fly right up here and they'll fall right down. And this is very important also, it works with chains. So if I replace these slabs with chains, they will also not attach to the chains. Yeah, that's very, very interesting. So now, if you combine all of these ideas together, I have this very simple automated arrow launcher. So I'll explain how everything works. So first, you have this TNT, I guess, stacker over here, which is 4 TNT in this one tiny block here. So I can demonstrate this if I just like this. This is actually one of my designs for like a TNT cannon that shoots TNT instead of arrows. But you know, I thought, hey, this could be useful here, and it is. So this is the TNT that launches the arrows forwards, and this at the bottom is the slime launcher that launches the arrows up to this point, which can be propelled by the TNT. As demonstrated over there, it'll just fly right up to this point. And now it's just a matter of timing it. So for example, if I just shoot a couple arrows over here, right? You want this arrow, these arrows to be timed to be exactly over here when these TNT explode. Like when they get propelled over here, right? So that's what this delay is here for. So if I just ignite the TNT, and this chain of observers will cause the delay in, will cause the redstone input, and then it will propel the arrows upwards exactly when the TNT explodes. And I'll show you what this is. So yeah, that's only 4 TNT, and you can already launch these arrows pretty far. If I turn on the boxes here, you can see it better. So yeah, and now you can combine this idea with the one over here, which you have the water stream. And this is just a very simplistic one dispenser firing arrows over here. So if I just activate this clock, they will land exactly on this block, and you can now just start firing away like this. And you keep going. That's what it looks like from this end. And whenever you want it to stop, you can just stop this clock and you're good. Just fire one more time. And yeah, that's already a pretty big spread, and that's only with one dispenser and 4 TNT. And there's also a couple things you can do to it. First of all, you can make it flame the arrows by placing lava over here. So when the arrows get propelled up, they touch lava, and that'll make it a flamed arrow, which does more damage. Another thing you can do is you can make this a clock. And just like this. Let me figure out how to do this. Something like this. So this can make this entire thing automated. All you're gonna do is just activate it like this, and everything's automated now. You just have to sit back and watch the show. And I haven't started the arrows, of course, but just to show you, it's completely automatic now. And I guess you can build a stop to it if you you know what? I'll showcase that in another cannon in the end of the video. So now if I activate this, you can just sit back and watch the show. Yeah, this is already so much better than like the majority of the freaking arrow launcher videos you see on YouTube, because this is actually useful, not like the other one-time uses, which just like it's just a hassle to build and it's not very effective. And this is pretty effective for like something this size. And let me just stop it right here because I've made my point. Yeah, and then if you want to stop, you just break this and you're good. So if you put this to another level and build something really big with multiple dispensers and multiple TNT cannons, you get something like this, which I built on a different world, but I'll load this. So essentially it's the same idea, but now the TNT launcher is more than just 4, it's actually a lot. And I just filled this with redstone over here. This will launch the TNT ridiculously far, man. This is the clock. Let me just start that real quick. That's the slime that launches the arrows up, and this is the lava that makes the arrows to be flamed, and the arrows will shoot up exactly around this point, and the TNT will launch it forward. Now, usually I break off one point over here because then if I have too many arrows, it lags the game. And interestingly enough, this actually is kind of like a gun. This is the barrel. Sorry, this is the crap. I forgot what it's called. The chamber. This is the barrel. Completely optional because, you know, after I built this, I realized that this part is like basically useless because then you can just end it over here. But you know, it looks cool, so I left it in. All you have to do to start this is connect the clock, so the TNT will start shooting. Like this. And that's just a visual. And now, just start the arrows and you're good to go. I'm gonna sit back and watch. It takes a while to, I guess, load the guns and the arrows and travel down. And this thing shoots pretty far. It shoots, like, yeah. And this is pretty devastating. Yeah, I do not want to be over here right now if I were in school. So yeah, that's the first one I built. I think it's pretty functional, except for the fact that it might lag a game by a lot after like a couple of seconds, like right over here. And you can stop it at picking up the arrows. But yeah, this is, I guess I wouldn't say this is very useful in survival because it takes a lot of arrows to do this. And I guess one way you can remedy this is by using skeletons. You can trap skeletons and then make them shoot arrows. But I guess that just takes too much effort, you know. It's really not worth it. I guess the only place where I can see a usage is like, say you're making a video where you're trying to like make your friends go through something and then you just have this and then like surprise the hell out of them because then they have no idea what they're facing. Maybe something like a Mr. Beast video. Yeah, it's starting to get really laggy now, so I'm gonna turn off this thing. And yeah, these arrows are because when the arrow drops, it can sometimes get shot by the TNT without getting launched off first, so it's not properly aligned. Yeah, it's pretty laggy. I'm just gonna end this. So the cool thing about this is that after this side runs out, you can just connect this and it runs again. So yeah, I named this thing Project Flaming Sky because it's cringe. And it's the first version. Maybe I'll make it better someday in the future. Probably like, yeah, when I first started, I didn't know that chains could be used over here, so I didn't bother. But now that I think about it, chains would probably be better here, so the arrows will be projected further. Now, since this design is over, I'll showcase the other ones. I think I forgot what they're called, so I'm gonna go back to the this one. Yeah. I don't know what this is. Oh, whoops. So yeah, this is the thing I was showing you guys, and this is the second one I built. So when I looked at the first one, I thought it was too specific. You know, it shot in like one specific area, and if you wanted to shoot like a really big area, like say this entire plains biome, this is not very good for that. And on the other hand, this is. And from the sheer size of it, it looks so intimidating. But you can trust me, it's not that complicated. So you have 4 rows of TNT over here that gets pushed to this chain stack, and the arrows, which are launched, over here. They get propelled up here, and since the TNT is over here, they're gonna get pushed out this way, touch lava, become flaming. So I encased the entire thing in lava because I didn't know how to do it inside, because that was kind of impossible. So now, no matter where the arrow goes out of this thing, it will always be a flame there. And it's gonna be called Project Porcupine, because you know, it makes sense. Now to demonstrate this, maybe I'll move it over here. Maybe to somewhere with less water, so I can actually shoot. Yeah, this looks good. Yeah, nice. So to start this, you do the same thing. You start the TNT clock, except this time there's no slime because this is purely water propelled. So now, I guess all the TNT shows up. If you want, you can make this clock faster or slower. But usually I found that if you make everything 3 tick, it works better. Okay, so now you can start the arrow. Again, I'm gonna break one side because then it's too light. So as you can see, this is has a way bigger spread, and it covers a lot of area in front of it. And I do not want to be standing in front of it again. It's really intimidating to look at all of this. And I guess this is a better view of it. And when I first built this, I was surprised by how well it worked. I didn't expect this to be this good at doing what it does. And after a while, you can see it toggles between left and right because in TNT it will like kind of organize itself into like these 2 streams. So it's gonna go right, and then it's gonna go left. And then you know what? Just for more chaos, all the arrows, and then connect the right side. Just to show you its true colors. And yeah, that's way more arrows. If my laptop was better, I guess I'll let it run. I can stop and just show you the results, I guess. So needless to say, the area in front of it completely plastered in arrows. As you get further, it's less dense, but it's still there, I guess. I guess this is for this area. Last time I tried it, it went a lot further, so I'm not sure how to take this. And even though it looks like it's covered the entire area, like I found that it's actually really hard to get hit by one of these arrows. And if you stand just like on a random spot, like it looks like it's carpet bomb, but in reality, it's like really not. I guess it's just a cool concept. This is only the first version of it, Mark 1. I'll probably improve it later if I have time. It's called Project Porcupine. Yeah, let me just delete this now because I don't want this to be floating around. Nice. Okay, so after I built that one, I thought, hey, now that I have a really big area denial and I have a very specific like point coverage, I guess, maybe I can try doing a horizontal line, and maybe this time it can be like a bunker type thing, and that's exactly what I did. So I named this one, you guessed it, Project Bunker Ship. And I named it that because like you can actually hide this underground and just have this thing on top, on like the floor level, and it's gonna work amazing. So I guess this is very similar to what I showed in the very simple example. So you have the clock over there, the automated, and this is the toggle, the auto, this is the started. So if you have it off, this thing won't start, but if you have it on, I won't flick it because it's gonna do TNT. It's gonna trigger the slime blocks and the TNT. Let me just stop this real quick. Yeah, and then you have the arrows on the bottom here. Again, you can probably add another, you can probably add like the second row of dispensers here, but then I was too lazy, and this is Mark 1, so you know what, fuck it. And I have this example over here of what it looks like if you have it fully functional. So again, this is probably going to be the ground, and then you just have this thing on the top, and it's really, really like non-intimidating. It just looks like a line, and people are gonna be like, "What the hell is this?" And then they're not going to know what hit them. And I think I have an example over here. Build this. So first, let's start the cycle and have it on. Again, see that this line is going to work. So let me just turn this on, and you'll see what I mean by how it works like a bunker. So it shoots. Yeah. I guess in a line, it covers a line. Horizontal line. I mean, there's something else to say about it, I guess. And the problem with this one is that it only covers like specific areas. Like there's a really big blind spot in this area. I couldn't figure out how to solve it, but you know, cannons have problems. Yeah. Too lazy to fix it. I mean, it's already pretty good. This is a pretty good cannon. Show it up a little bit more. It's a cool concept. Anyways, and I also built a manual launch code, so if you don't want to launch with this many arrows, you can wait until like a big stack of arrows and then launch it manually. Like, I guess now. And it's gonna launch a lot of arrows. Yeah, that was a lot of arrows. Okay, that's enough for now. Stop the arrow. Alright, so this one, Project Bunker, I have to say, it's not my favorite, but it was pretty exciting when I came up with it because it just looks so cool if you like build it properly, I guess. And so, yeah, I mean, anyways, moving on. The last one I built is something I just said, fuck it, I'm gonna have some fun with it. So it's probably not gonna have a lot of uses, but it just looks so cool. And it's this thing over here. I actually had a lot of trouble figuring out the design of it because I couldn't figure out how to get all the arrows covered in lava, and this worked. So it looks like I don't know, a big diamond in between. And yeah, this one is actually pretty interesting how it works. Instead of having a TNT stationary, it's gonna be dropped on this obsidian structure over here. And the arrows are going to be pushed up with slime blocks, and it's going to be exploded in all directions. And I'll show you what I mean. this one is called Project 360. So yeah, when you boot this up, you gotta be very careful on how to like properly load this cannon. So you have to break these blocks first, and then wait a bit, and then break these blocks. Because if you don't, then like if you break the bottom one first, then this happens, and you don't want that to happen. So you have to break this one first, wait a bit, and then break the bottom ones. Because game mechanics. So just to show you the middle of the cannon, you have a very simplistic water. There's no SOSAN this time. It's just going to be arrow is going to come out. I guess 3.5 blocks. It's going to land over here in all different directions, and it's going to be propelled by the slime blocks with the the sticky piston. It's going to be launched all the way up here, and the TNT is going to be dropped right at this point, and it's going to explode the arrows in all directions. And to start this cannon, you first activate it. Just to show you how the TNT works, it's pretty simple. So I ignite it, and then this transgate opens, which makes it a transparent blocks, and the TNT goes in the middle over here. So yeah, it's timed perfectly. And then you just start the cannon and let the magic begin. This is one of the more fun designs because then it just looks so cool. Well, practically it doesn't have a lot of uses, but it just, like, the visual factor is enough to make it worth building, you know what I mean? And I mean, granted, some of them do get stuck in these things over here, but hey, what can you do, right? So yeah, if I travel a little bit farther over here, I guess it does an okay job at spreading the arrows out, but you know, it's not as concentrated or like as useful as the other cannons. I guess this one is just to look cool. I mean, unless you're trying to make like say a flag in the middle, and then there's like people attacking it from all around you, and you build it in the middle, and it shoots arrows like that, and you can just hope it hits someone. I don't know, maybe it's useful for like a Mr. Beast video again. Like honestly, all these cannons, I can see them being used in the Mr. Beast video where he has like a lot of people. Yeah. Oh yeah, side note, some arrows do get stuck in here, but that's just like a side effect, I guess. Can't count on it being perfect. It's Mark 1 after all. Yeah. Anyways, I guess that's the entire showcase. That's everything I've built so far. I might build more cannons if I feel like it. Probably not though, because college is picking up. Also, I'm too lazy to edit this video, so that's just gonna be the entire video. No cuts, no edits. Fuck yeah, I guess. But yeah, stay tuned. I might make something better. Anyways, peace out.